You may be wondering if she's just being polite or if she really has you on her mind when she steals glances at you and then quickly looks away and maybe even blushes when you catch her. Well, if a woman is interested in you, she probably can't hide her natural reactions, no matter how hard she tries. Today, we're going to talk about 11 subtle but clear signs that she's thinking about you and wants your attention. We'll look at these signs through the fascinating lens of Stoicism, which will give you a better understanding of her behavior. If you feel the same way, don't miss this video. It could be the key to making a real connection with her. Please click the like button and subscribe to our channel if you liked the movie. If you think someone else might benefit from it, please share it and leave a comment. Your opinion is valuable and helpful to our community. Thrive now. Let's get started. Number 1. Her eyes betray her when you're around a woman who's constantly thinking about you. Her eyes will be the first to give away her true feelings. For example, you're at a social gathering, and you notice her eyes tracking your every move. It's as if she's magnetically drawn to you, unable to avert her gaze. Even when you catch her looking, she might quickly glance away, trying to appear nonchalant. But those lingering looks unmistakably show that her thoughts are entirely centered on you. On the other hand, a woman who sees you merely as a friend won't spend time looking your way. She won't be fixated on you in that manner. However, if she can't stop herself from sneaking glances at you, often looking away bashfully when caught, it's a clear indication that her mind is preoccupied with thoughts of you. Eye contact is a primal way for humans to feel connected. Those burning looks she casts your way aren't just innocent glances. They trigger powerful bonding chemicals in her brain, flooding her with feelings of closeness. The longer she drinks in the sight of you, the stronger those sensations of desire become. It's like her eyes are windows into the depths of her attraction, revealing emotion she may not even fully realize herself yet. For example, you're sitting across from her in a cafe as you talk. You notice her eyes aren't just focused on your face. They're locked in, almost as if she's trying to memorize every detail. When you catch her gaze and she looks away quickly, it's not because she's uninterested. On the contrary, she's probably imagining what it would be like to be closer to you, to share more moments together. In the philosophy of Stoicism, it can be helpful to stay calm and pay attention to small signs. For example, if you quietly note her eye contact, you can figure out how she feels without judging her. This patient observation reflects the Stoic practice of mindfulness, helping you stay grounded and perceptive if you notice her eyes lingering on you. Chances are she spends countless waking hours imagining what it would be like to be yours. This realization can give you confidence, but remember to stay humble and considerate, just as the Stoics teach. Balance your emotions and approach the situation with a clear mind and open heart. Number 2, she mimics the way you talk and behave. Have you ever noticed how someone might start to imitate your way of speaking or even your body language? This is known as mirroring, and it's a powerful indicator that she's thinking about you and trying to connect on a deeper level. In Stoicism, we learn that our actions and thoughts are interconnected, and this connection can extend to how we interact with others. When a woman mirrors your language and behaviors, it's her subconscious way of aligning with your energy and seeking your approval. It's a subtle yet profound form of communication that reveals her interest in you. Imagine you're on a date and you lean slightly forward while talking. After a few moments, you notice she also leans forward. This is mirroring in action. It might be so subtle that it's almost imperceptible, but it's a clear sign that she's in tune with you and wants to create a sense of unity from an evolutionary psychology perspective. Mirroring helps people bond with each other. Similarity makes people naturally drawn to each other because it creates a sense of shared experiences and mutual understanding. When she copies your actions, she's trying to make this connection without you realizing it. Her mind is trying to connect with yours by matching your moves, so if you cross your arms, she might do the same. Similarly, if you sit with one leg over the other, she might do the same. Pay attention to how she talks. If you use a certain word or slang, she might start using it too, or if you have a certain rhythm in your speech, she might start to copy it. This shows that she's not only listening to you, but she's also understanding you deeply. As you talk, pay attention to how she reacts to your facial expressions. For example, when you smile, does she smile back in the same way? When you look shocked, does her face show the same emotion? Being in sync with her is a clear sign that she feels emotionally linked to you through Stoicism. Understanding and noticing these behaviors can help you be smarter and more aware in your interactions. Realizing that mirrors can serve as a reminder of the Stoic concept of interconnectedness, which says that our actions and presence have an effect on those around us. The more mirroring you notice, the more she wants to connect with you on a deeper level. By being aware of these subtle signs, you can better understand how she feels and react in a way that makes a real connection. Stoicism says that we should think about our deeds and how they fit with our values. Seeing and respecting these mirroring signs can help you build relationships that are stronger and more real, based on respect and understanding for each other. Number 3. She acts nervously in the Stoic world. We learn to read and understand the small signs around us. Anxious habits can be a sign that a woman is thinking about you. These small, often unconscious actions can show how preoccupied and emotional she is when she's near you. For example, let's say you're talking to a woman and you notice she often plays with her hair or bites her nails. These actions may not seem important, but they're actually her body's way of dealing with the nervous energy that comes from her attraction to you when she can't fully relax and resorts to restless movements. It's clear that you make her both nervous and excited. Here's a typical situation. She keeps turning a ring on her finger while you talk to her in a coffee shop, beats her on the skin, or taps her foot under the table. It's not random that she does the same things over and over again. Her mind is stimulated and can't calm down, which leads to these small, anxious habits. From a psychological point of view, these anxious habits are a way for her to channel her nervous energy and maintain some level of comfort. Her actions are a direct response to the high emotions she feels when she's around you. By observing and understanding these behaviors, you can learn more about her feelings and how you affect her. For example, if you notice that she often fixes her hair or fidgets with her jewelry when you're together, take that as a sign that she's interested and excited. This knowledge will help you act in a calm and collected way, which is in line with Stoic principles. Your steadiness can make her feel more at ease, which will make the interaction between you two more comfortable and fun. Being aware of and knowing these anxious habits can help you connect with each other more deeply. When a woman frequently asks about your interests and hobbies, it's a clear sign that she's thinking about you. This kind of curiosity goes beyond casual conversation. It's an indication that she wants to understand your inner world and what makes you tick in Stoic philosophy. For example, if you're talking about your favorite book or hobby and she keeps asking more detailed questions, it means that she values the person you are rather than just your outward appearance or status. Just being nice. What do you like most about that book? How did you get into that hobby? They show that she cares about what makes you happy. Joy and what you're really interested in. This kind of engagement shows that she wants to move. For example, if you tell her you like hiking, she might ask, what's the best walk you've ever been on, or what you like most about being outside in nature. This goes beyond simple compliments and helps her get to know you better. Her questions show that she cares about your experiences and wants to know why the things you do are important to you. This is in line with the Stoic principle of wanting to understand and connect with others on a deeper level by focusing on their character and inner life. Understanding and connecting with others is an important part of living a good life. By asking about your hobbies and interests, she shows that she wants to see past the surface and connect with your true self. Her desire to learn more about you shows that you're often on her mind, which is a good sign. When she asks you these deep questions, know that it's her way of showing that she cares and wants to get to know the real you. This deeper level of interest and engagement is a strong sign that you're on her mind, and she wants to build a meaningful relationship with you based on mutual understanding and genuine interest. 5. She laughed too hard at your jokes. Imagine this situation. When you tell her a joke, she laughs out loud, and her response seems over the top and too happy. Not only is her over-the-top answer to the joke funny, it also shows that she's deeply moved by your presence and wants to impress you. The fact that she laughs at even your most inappropriate jokes can mean that she's thinking about you and values the link you share. We know that people's actions often show what they want and how they feel. For example, if a woman smiles too much at your jokes, it's her way of seeking approval and bonding with you. Laughter is a sign of rapport and closeness, which are two important parts of any relationship. When she responds to your jokes with wild laughter, she's not just responding to the joke, she's strengthening the bond between you two. In a casual conversation, you tell a simple, somewhat cheesy joke. Instead of a polite chuckle, she laughs out loud, her eyes sparkling with delight. This reaction may seem exaggerated, but it's a strong sign of her interest. Psychologically, she craves the validation of your humor because it makes her feel closer to you. This laughter isn't just about finding the joke funny, it's about strengthening the bond she feels with you from a Stoic point of view. It's important to recognize this behavior without letting it boost your ego too much. Stoicism teaches us to stay grounded and not let external validation sway us. Understand that her over-the-top laughter is a reflection of her feelings and desire to connect with you. It's her brain making sure she doesn't miss a chance to revel in your jokes and strengthen your feelings of acceptance. This over-the-top happiness comes from wanting to be close to you by laughing at your jokes. By approving of your humor, she validates her own feelings and the bond you two share. So the next time she laughs a little too loudly at your jokes, take it as a compliment and know that it's not just about the humor, it's about her wanting to make a special connection with you. Accept this moment with the calm confidence of a Stoic, knowing that your presence has an effect on her. If you've read this far and are still here, I invite you to take a moment to share your thoughts in the comments section below, or just type "Bravo." Your participation shows that you understand our message. Let's keep going. Number 6. She grooms herself. Have you ever noticed how she smooths her hair, adjusts her clothing, or checks her makeup? When you're around, these seemingly small and unconscious actions are significant signs that she's thinking about you. This self-grooming behavior is more than just a habit. It's a deep-rooted evolutionary signal of her interest. Let's dive into this intriguing phenomenon and how it ties into Stoicism and understanding human nature. When a woman engages in these pring rituals, smoothing her hair, adjusting her clothes, or checking her appearance, it's a clear indicator that she's acutely aware of your presence. This behavior stems from our evolutionary roots, where appearing attractive and well-groomed was essential for attracting a mate. In ancient times, these actions were vital for survival and reproduction, and they still hold significant meaning today from a Stoic perspective. It's essential to observe and understand these behaviors without becoming overly attached or swayed by them. Marcus Aurelius, a famous Stoic philosopher, said it was important to understand human nature and the reasons behind people's actions. By noticing these grooming behaviors, you can get a sense of how she feels and the subtle signals she sends. For example, if you're at a social event and notice that a woman you're interested in fixes her hair or dresses differently when she's near you, she's not doing it by accident. She's preparing herself to look better in your eyes. The chance of marriage. Understanding this can be empowering, even if she isn't fully aware of it. You see, it's not enough to just realize that she might be interested in you. It's also important to understand the natural human behaviors and reactions that drive these actions. The stronger and more frequent these preying behaviors are, the stronger her psychological drive is towards you. It's a sign of how nervous she is and a habit she's formed to improve her chances of getting your attention. As you pay attention to these signs, remember to stay calm and collected, following the Stoic ideals of self-awareness and emotional control. Recognize her actions, but don't let them control how you feel or what you do. Instead, use what you know to go into future interactions with confidence and clarity. To sum up, involuntary grooming is a strong sign that a woman is thinking about you and wants to get your attention. The psychological and genetic roots of these behaviors, and looking at them with a calm mind, can help you understand the subtle dynamics of human attraction better. Pay attention to these signs, but keep your cool and balance. This will help you understand what she's interested in and also make you a better Stoic in relationships. Number 7. If you see a woman making up reasons to start chats with strangers, it means she wants to talk. There's a good chance she thinks about you a lot. From a Stoic point of view, this behavior can be seen as her natural way of seeking connection, showing what she's thinking and feeling. If you're at work and she walks up to you out of the blue with a silly question about the copier, even though she knows how to use it, or if she sends you a message asking for help with something she could easily figure out herself, these small things are actually her way of getting you to talk to her. For example, she might ask you about your plans for the weekend. Even if she doesn't know why she's having these small talks, they are her way of getting your attention and making a connection. In Stoicism, we learn to watch actions without judging them and to figure out what people are trying to do. Her constant need to talk to you, even about unimportant things, shows that she wants to connect with you on a deeper level. It's not about what you say, but the act of talking to you. She values the time she spends with you, and these moments are important to her. For example, if you catch her asking about a movie you mentioned weeks ago, or wanting your opinion on something unimportant, these are not random questions. They are attempts to start a conversation and keep you interested. She makes reasons like her mind is focused on you to close the gap between you two. If you look at this from a Stoic point of view, you can see that her actions are motivated by a deeper emotional need. She can't take your thoughts off of her and finds comfort in your company. This tendency to make up reasons to talk to you shows how much she wants to connect with you and how you affect her thoughts. Remember that every conversation she starts is a chance for her to feel connected to you. It's a selfish way for her to take over your time and mind share, even if it seems unimportant. By noticing these signs, you can better understand how she feels and how interested she is in you. One of the best ways to tell if a woman is thinking about you is if she remembers little things about your life. This isn't just because she has a good memory. It means she cares about you and values the times you've spent together. If she remembers inside jokes or minor details, it means that you're often on her mind and that she cares deeply about what matters to you in the philosophy of Stoicism. Women remember that the most important things are to pay attention to the present and value what's important. Your favorite snack, the name of your childhood pet, or even that commercial song you can't stand. This shows that she's not only listening, but also values the little things in your life. This kind of attention shows respect and a deeper emotional connection. Look at this example. You casually tell her that your favorite childhood memory is eating strawberry ice cream at the park with your family. A few weeks later, she surprises you with the same flavor of ice cream. This isn't just a nice thing to do. It shows that she listens and values the details you share. She's gone out of her way to remember and act on something that makes you happy. Joy. From a Stoic point of view, these times show that you've put a lot of thought into your relationship. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can change and to value the relationships we have with other people. The fact that she can remember and bring up these small details shows that she values your words and experiences, shows that she's paying attention to even the smallest details about you and marking them as important. This shows that she's becoming emotionally invested in you and is aware of your likes, dislikes, and unusual habits. When a woman remembers and acknowledges the little things about you, she's telling you without words that you're important to her. It's a way of showing that the things you share, no matter how small they may seem, are important to her. By accepting and appreciating these actions, you not only strengthen your bond, but also build a relationship based on mutual respect and understanding, which are central ideas of the Stoic philosophy. Her attentiveness to the small details is a profound insight into her feelings, suggesting she values and cherishes her connection with you. This level of detail and care is a testament to her budding emotional investment, signaling that you mean a lot to her number 9. She lifts positivity. Have you noticed that she seems exponentially happier, cheerier, and more prone to giggles when you're around outbursts of laughter, and a generally positive demeanor can signal her joyful excitement, simply from being in your presence? This behavior is not just a surface-level reaction. It's deeply rooted in our evolutionary past. From an evolutionary standpoint, projecting positivity through smiles, laughter, and animated body language helped our ancestors attract mates. These behaviors are deeply intertwined with our psychological mating rituals. When she can't stop laughing and grinning around you, it reveals her subconscious delight in your company. Those bubbly moments unveil her tarth feelings that she may be trying to conceal. Let's break this down with an example. Imagine that you and she are both at a party with friends. You tell a joke, and she laughs louder and more honestly than anyone else. Throughout the night, you notice that she keeps looking at you, and her eyes light up whenever you speak, even when you're just talking to other people. Her happiness seems to rise. It's not just her being nice, it's a sign that she's enjoying your company and may be thinking about you a lot more than she lets on. From a Stoic point of view, noticing these small signs can help you handle your relationships with more wisdom and calmness. Stoicism tells us to watch things happen without getting too attached to them. Recognize that her increased laughter and happiness are signs of how she's feeling, but stay centered in your own sense of self-worth and tranquility. By following Stoic principles, you can keep a balanced view of the situation. Enjoy the joy she brings, but don't let it control your happiness. Remember that true Stoicism is about being happy with yourself, no matter what other people say. This way of life not only makes you more attractive, but it also keeps your emotional health from depending on how other people treat you. So the next time you see her laughing more around you, take it as a sign that you should enjoy the moment and stay true to your Stoic beliefs. This balance will not only make you more attractive, but it will also help you handle the complicated parts of relationships with grace and wisdom. There are many reasons she wants to stay, which is a clear sign that she is thinking about you. For example, the evening is ending and it's time to say goodbye, but she doesn't want to go. She hangs around, almost delaying the inevitable goodbye. This isn't just casual behavior. It means she is deeply interested in you, and doesn't want the interaction to end from a stoic lookout. This event can be seen as a sign of our natural need to connect with others and find happiness in important interactions. Stoicism teaches us to value real relationships and cherish moments of connection because they are short and precious. Think about a time when you were having a great evening with someone special. As the night goes on, you notice that she keeps finding little reasons to stay a little longer, another cup of tea, one more story to tell, or even just sitting in comfortable silence. She isn't doing this by accident. It's her way of extending the time she gets to spend with you. When she lingers, she is savoring every moment, unwilling to leave the bubble of happiness and warmth that your presence brings. Her brain struggles to move away from a pleasant experience because it wants to stay in that state of contentment. This is a normal reaction that comes from wanting to remember good times. She doesn't want to leave because she enjoys being with you and values the connection. She's trying to hold on to it, even if it's only for a few minutes longer. As someone who practices Stoicism, you can understand and respect her need for connection. Recognize the value in these moments and show her that you value the time you spend with her by being warm and understanding. This can strengthen the bond between you and her, leading to a deeper and more meaningful relationship. In conclusion, if a woman finds reasons to stay, it means she is deeply interested in you and thinking about you. Her actions show that she wants to prolong the positive experience and keep the connection going. By understanding and appreciating this from a Stoic point of view, you can build a relationship based on mutual respect and genuine affection. She calls or texts for no reason. One of the clearest signs that a woman is thinking about you is when she texts or calls for no apparent reason. If she's reaching out without any urgent matter or necessary update, it's because you are on her mind. This is a powerful indicator of her interest and affection. From a Stoic perspective, consider the principle of sympathia. The idea that we are all interconnected and influence each other's lives. When she takes the time to initiate contact, it shows she values the connection and feels a strong pull towards you. It's as if her thoughts naturally gravitate towards you, compelling her to reach out even without a specific reason. For instance, you're going about your day focused on your tasks, when you suddenly receive a text from her that simply says, "Hey, just thinking about you," or "What's up?" These messages, while seemingly casual, are loaded with meaning. They reveal that you've crossed her mind, and she couldn't resist the urge to connect. It's a testament to the mental space you occupy in her thoughts. To give a more concrete example, say you had a great conversation with her last night. The next day, she texts you a meme that reminded her of something you said, or calls to ask how your day is going. These small actions are not random. She's trying to keep the connection alive. She might even ask seemingly unimportant questions just to hear your voice or get your attention. Remember that real connections are built on these small, consistent efforts. When she texts or calls you without a pressing reason, it's her way of saying that you matter to her. It's a subtle but profound way of showing that you hold a special place in her mind and heart. So the next time she texts or calls you just to chat or share a random thought, enjoy the gesture. It's not just the words, but also the feeling and intention behind them. See it as a sign that she's thinking about you. And treasure these moments of connection. They are the building blocks of a deeper, more meaningful relationship. That's all for today's discussion of the subtle but clear signs that she's definitely thinking about you. I hope these thoughts on Stoicism helped you understand things better, like how her eyes linger on you, the nervous habits she has, or the depth of the talks she starts. Each sign tells you something about how she feels about you. If this video changed the way you see these signs, or if you know someone who acts this way, please subscribe and like the video. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. We want to hear your stories and thoughts, so please leave a comment below with yours. If you want to see more videos about how St. Noise can affect your relationships and daily life, click on the ones that are showing up on your screen right now. Thanks for watching, and remember that every day is a chance to learn more about ourselves and others. See you in the next video.